Hi, everybody. Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I am your host, Khalil, here on our live toy of the day. I think it's running. There we go. Sorry, the little counter that I see lets me know that we're running. Wasn't running. Like I said, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. Welcome to our live YouTube page to talk about our live toy of the day today. So happy to have you guys here. Remember to go to CastorsCorner.com for a full gallery of these figures, as well as our archive. You can follow us at CastorsCorner.com on all social media and check out the Cornercast podcast. New episode going up tonight. I know we've been teasing Jay Hernandez. He is going to be next Monday, actually, because we did a wrap up for the Hasbro Fan Fest. So I wanted to get that up as soon as possible. So we're going to move Jay Hernandez, just Jay, down to next Monday and do our wrap up for Fan Friday or Fan Fest. So tonight on the show, we have 4 figures for you to take a look at or to talk about. And I honestly, I don't know anything about them. I know they look cool. I know that they are part of a new cartoon. I also know that, and I'm just I honestly have to look it up. They are part of the new cartoon coming out on May 4th. They are the Bad Batch, BAD Batch figures. Because I forgot the name of some of them. So there we go. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Okay, sorry. This is what happens when you don't know anything about a new show and you get toys for them. So these are the toys I ran out. I actually ran out to get Bo-Katan that day on Easter. I woke up at 6 a.m. and went out. And they had a full set minus Ventress. So I, as a lifelong Star Wars fan, could not pass up on these. So I picked them up. Along with not only the 2 Bad Batch figures in the wave, but I picked up the Elite Squad Troopers too. And yeah, that's what I had to look up. I had to look up what they were called because I honestly had no idea. I know they were clone troopers or troopers of some kind. I didn't know what they would be classified as. And if you can see that little piece of fur from Jackson floating in the camera, sorry. So I would say, let's start with the troopers. So these are Elite Squad Troopers. They are black, charcoal gray. They're pretty dark in color. They come with 1 blaster. The helmet is not removable, but there is a full head sculpted under there. I'm going to assume it's the same one we've seen under all the clones' heads, which is Boba Fett's unmasked head. The armor shiny, new articulation, great new pads that make them really easy to pose. I really like that they can really bend and kind of move, and the neck joints really work. They were kind of fun to pose in the photographs that we took that you'll see on the site. The green really pops on their visors. Let's see if we can get them to focus in on them. There we go. Really pops there, really shows off the figure. I think they're really good. I'm a sucker for army builders. I'm not going to go too deep until I see the show. I don't know if we need more than 1 or 2 of these, but 2 was necessary. I bought the 2 that they had. 2 is definitely necessary. I might go for 3. We'll see, maybe 4. But it's not going to go past 4 for sure. But these are nice to add to the villains of the shelf. So I had to look this up before the video. So this is a clone squad of clones of Jango Fett. They are 99, Troop 99. They're called the Bad Batch because they have different skills that they were bred for or raised as. They do have a similar look overall for costume. So you can see the deep kind of maroons, grays, and lighter grays on their costumes. So we've got Hunter and Crosshairs. I really like the differences between the 2 costumes. I'll move the weapons around so you can see. Hunter is a lot more smooth lines on the middle of his costume. Over on the top, he's a lot more functional as far as movement and stuff. He's a hunter. He's got to do it. He comes with a lot of weapons. So he comes with a blaster. He comes with a knife that's under in his arm, and that's going to come up later in the review. And then another blaster here. So here's my complaint about Hunter. You can't store his weapons on him, really. Both blasters don't store anywhere. Even though he has a pack, a removable pack, you can't store any weapons on the pack. He's got no holsters on his hip or on his back. So there's no place to put these if you want to take them off. So that's number one. He does come with a removable helmet. So you get a full sculpted face under there. I think it looks really cool. The helmets on these are much softer. You can kind of see I can just kind of squeeze it right in half there and get it to shape right out, which I think is great for these guys because you don't want them to be rigid and scrape the face paint. So they fit on pretty good. They look really good on the figure. They look proportional. Crosshairs, in my opinion, is a little bit better in that he can hold all of his gear. So he's got the Mandalorian style head helmet with the targeting piece that comes down. His helmet, of course, also comes off. So you've got the weathered look with the, and you'll see the pictures on the website. He's got the crosshairs on his eye. His sniper rifle, sniper blaster, or whatever. You can see he's got the bandolier on. He's got the fin on his arms. These are much bigger pads. He's a little bulkier than Hunter was. And what's nice about his is his weapon. Let's spin it around. His weapon does fit on his pack. He does have a holster for his little pistol there. And his sniper rifle does come apart into two parts. So it can be stored nice and neat on his back. Here's the one piece that I said the knife sheath is going to come up again. So these both figures use the same exact body types. So Hunter has a sheath on his hand, right? Crosshairs does not. But instead of giving him a new piece or filling that in, they just left it open. So I spent about an hour trying to figure out if I was missing something, if I had thrown away the box and missed the weapon or missed the attachment or something that goes there. It's not. It's just the fact that they use the same forearm for this figure, and that figure has an attachment, so this one does not. I would say that's my biggest disappointment. Overall, I think these figures are stellar. Wrecker is up for pre-order on various websites. We'll probably get ours at Mike's Toys and stuff. But these are now just hitting Walmarts. They are also hitting specialty in some cases. And though I think they're also hitting Targets. But of course, you know, your mileage may vary whether or not you're going to see these in person. I am holding out hope. Here's my thing. With The Mandalorian, I didn't get anything because I felt like I was burnt by the prequels and the sequels and all that stuff. I didn't want to put money into it. So I waited until after I watched The Mandalorian to buy the figures from The Mandalorian. And boy, was that a mistake, because it took me a decent amount of time to track them down. And The Mandalorian himself was the last figure I got. So I decided with these guys, I'm not going to wait until the show premieres in May. I'm going to grab these while I can. And if the show stinks, well, these get thrown into a bin and at some point get eBayed. If the show's great, well, then we get Wrecker and we get, I think it's Cypher. Cypher's the one they announced on Friday. We'll get the rest of them. I like building out Star Wars. I like being able to do that. These will look great. I think these will look great with my Ahsoka and my Clone Wars figures, as well as the Rebels figures. So I think they kind of all live in the same world for the most part. So it'll be nice to kind of put all these guys together and build out the Star Wars universe. So there you go. The first, I guess technically the first three figures from the Bad Batch. So the Elite Squad Trooper, or the Elite Trooper, Hunter, Crosshairs. I think they're some of the better figures that Star Wars Black Series has put out. Ventress is okay. I think she's a little limited, and we'll talk about her another day. But I think as far as these guys go, I think these are some of the best ones they've done. I do. I have 2, Ben. I've got 2 troopers. We got 2. We started with 2. If the show's good, we'll get more. How's that? Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, yeah, I don't have them. They're buried back there. We got 4 Cobra troopers, so we're gonna do that review soon too. So we definitely troop build here. We definitely army build. So thank you all for watching. Kastorscorner.com for close-ups of all the figures. You can check that out. It'll be up in about 5 minutes after this video ends. Follow us. We're at Kastor's Corner. Hit that subscribe button below. We really appreciate all the support. The more of you guys that subscribe, the more stuff we get to do in the toy world. So we really appreciate all that help. And check out the Cornercast podcast. New podcast going up tonight with our friends Jesse and DJ, having fun talking Hasbro Fan Fest. And next week on the show will be Jay Hernandez to talk about the figure walk, toy people, and how he got into it. So we're really excited for that podcast and a lot more to come. Oh, one more thing. If you stayed all the way to the end, this week we will have interviews with the Star Wars team, the Marvel team, and the Transformers team. Unless something goes awry, but we've got those all scheduled out. So make sure to check out our YouTube channel for when those get posted. And we've got a lot of news coming out this week. So thank you guys for watching. Go to kastorscorner.com for everything, and we'll see you tomorrow night.